And Rob G, we can start right here. The Kansas City Chiefs lose to the Philadelphia Eagles in the rematch of the Super Bowl a year ago, except for the Chiefs didn't get their ass kicked like they did the Super Bowl. They still lose. For the Chiefs, it's the second loss. Last year, they were 11-0 in one-score games. This year, in one-score games, 0-2. Rob G, the details.
That's right. It's a tough scene in Kansas City, starting off 0-2 for the first time in the Mahomes era. They've lost 3 straight games for the first time in the Mahomes era. And here's the other issue. The Chiefs, again, first time starting 0-2 since 2014. As a franchise, not just Andy Reid, not just Patrick Mahomes, not just Travis Kelce, they have missed the postseason each of the last 6 times they've started the season 0-2. And if that wasn't bad enough, across the NFL, teams that start out 0-2 only make the playoffs 12% of the time.
Kelvin, I got news for you.
What's that?
The percentages could say 12%.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying 0%. The Chiefs will not, NOT, make the playoffs. I have been talking about them for 2 years now. And the lucky rabbit's foot. Well, I've been chronicling this, all the demise of what's going on and Patrick Mahomes and the numbers. I made the mistake last year and said that Patrick Mahomes had turned into Daniel Jones. I'm wrong. He's worse than Daniel Jones. Are you kidding me? Have you seen the numbers for Patrick Mahomes? Not good. Not even not good. How about terrible? How about awful? I'll give you the numbers. Passer rating, 82. 26th in the National Football League. Not even completing 60% of his passes. 58.8. 28th in the NFL. Yards per pass, 21st at 6.5. Dink and dunk, enough. Dinking is good and dunking with donuts, but not football so much.
Did you say Shaq can dunk, but you don't want to be dunking?
Yards per game, 222 and a half. 7 tied for 17th, and 2 touchdowns, 1 pick in 2 games so far. So the numbers are not good. Travis Kelce's retired, and on any other day, he might as well retire because once he started talking about it, you're basically retired as a player, and you saw the bad play, and it turned into an interception, but he's just a non-factor. I mean, it's unbelievable how much of a non-factor he is. You could talk about waiting for receivers to come back and keep hoping and wishing, and before it was Patrick Mahomes, they have the most drops, and they had this, and they had that. That people have kept making excuses instead of looking at what the numbers are. And the numbers aren't good. I'm not surprised. I'm really not. But it finally caught up to him. All that good luck. I told you last year, they weren't going to win a Super Bowl. They were way too lucky. Teams would blow up and make bad plays to help them win. The kicker would hit the upright or miss an easy field goal or whatever it was. It was all these things that happened. And now here they are 2 games in, and the games that they normally win, no matter what, they haven't been able to win. So I'm not surprised. I know the math math says 12% of teams that start 0-2 don't make the playoffs. Right? I'm saying just 0. I just do not see them making the playoffs. And I know there's 15 games to go and a lot of football to play. I'm looking at this team, and I don't see it.
This is where I don't understand you sometimes. I love you like a play cousin, but I don't get it. They're 0-2, and each game, especially yesterday, they lose by 3 to the reigning champs. And you just mentioned, Travis Kelce catches that touchdown pass. It's a different game. He does it. Now,
we can do that all day.
I'm with you. Okay, I'll let you talk.
All right, that mindset we can do all day.
When we can. So let me do it. So Travis Kelce catches that touchdown. We might be having a completely different conversation. And similar to the Chargers, they're right in that thing a drive away from winning it. So they got to win those games, and they have historically the last year or two won those games. Here's why I'm not counting them out. Number one, you just mentioned it. They have 15 games left. And if I'm them, I'm saying we just 2 teams who are legitimate playoff teams who look, well, one is the reigning champ.
The Jets are 0-2. Their season's over.
Yeah, but the Jets ain't the Chiefs. So like I was saying, I'm looking at it as the Chargers look like they were a playoff team and look like they're going to be really good. We'll find out more tonight. And also the Eagles have been good for the last 3-4 years, and they're the reigning champs. We were in both of those games. In fact, again, you felt really good about if you're the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh.
And you feel really good about that. Now, here's the reason why what you said matters. To me, I'm looking at it as we're competitive with two really good teams. We're in this. We still have, of course, two guys coming. Worthy might be back next game. And then you got Rashee Rice, who could be back in another 3 or 4 games. So as long as if you stay in this thing and you're 3-3, or even if you're 2-3 and you're floating around there, you have more than enough runway to right the ship. Similarly to how I felt about the Ravens last year when they started off 0-2. If there's a team that can go 1-2, 1-3, 0-2, 1-3, it'd be a handful of teams. The Chiefs are one of those teams. They've been right there in those games, and I know again they feel like we are a play or two away if we get our guys back. So to me, I'm looking at it as defense has kept you around, especially against the Eagles. And then again, when we get our guys back, we have more explosiveness. We got guys who can take it over the top. To your point, they've been dinking and dunking. We have opportunities to go long. We have opportunities for special plays, a little bubble screen that breaks because Worthy is fast as I don't know what. So I don't look at it as, and again, last point too, two teams were 10-7 that made the postseason. You got the Bucks that made the postseason at 10-7, and the Broncos in your own division made the postseason last year at 10-7. 10-7. So you have plenty more games. If you got to lose a couple more, if you obviously got to go on a nice winning streak, 10-7, if that can get you in, this team is capable of 10-7 to get in. So I don't know. I'm not writing them off how you are based off of those facts alone right there.
I wrote them off last year. I told you they couldn't win the Super Bowl.
Rob,
they won
I'm not
their first
listening
11.
to you to tell me they couldn't win the Super Bowl.
And they won their first 11. No, it doesn't.
That makes no sense.
I told you they weren't good enough that they couldn't win a Super Bowl. I told you.
You told me.
I told you.
Whoa,
yes, I did.
Because only one team can win the Super Bowl.
But even when
you went out on a limb, Rob.
Yeah, I did. When they were 11 and 12 and 0.
Could have been 16.
So what?
Whoa,
I told you
Rob
they weren't good enough.
Rob Stradamus, you the man. They literally went
maybe sitting next to me over the next couple
maybe 16-1.
Some of this football knowledge since 1987
You're right.
will rub
so here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do.
How's that?
I'll just say a team was going to lose every week, and act like it doesn't matter. And then when you come in, don't want to bring it up that they lost until they won, until they lose. So let me learn from you. They're going to lose. They're going to lose, even though he win. They won. Then they finally lose in the Super Bowl. I told you. No, you told me every week they were going to lose, and they didn't.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Just
12 weeks.
Just like I told you the Lions weren't.
And you told me that for 10 weeks.
I told you.
Rob G, thank God for receipts that Rob G told me every week you would pick the Lions.
I still told you they weren't going there, and you picked them every week thinking they were going to win some Super Bowl.
And both teams are 15-2. So you don't look like Bro Stradamus.
Just like you had them beating Washington. You thought
they didn't win the Super Bowl. God forbid you get to the Super Bowl.
They were supposed to be there. They were supposed to.
God forbid you get to the Super Bowl.
I didn't tell you when they were struggling. I told you when they were 11 or 12 and 0 that they weren't winning no Super Bowl. That's what I told you.
Equally as you kept telling me they're going to lose.
No, that's impressive.
I don't know. What you want me to listen to, Rob?
That's impressive when somebody's 12 and 0.
They're going to lose. They're going to lose. I finally got it right.
No, they're not going to win the Super Bowl.
Is that what you're going to tell me?
I told you that.
Okay.
And I'm telling you again, you'll go back.
You know what the best part about it?
Fans know.
That's the best
what
part
they do.
Is they listen. And the best part about it is Elijah.
Fans know.
You got everything on YouTube.
They all go.
Oh, I love a good microwave tape.
Just like you sat here and told me.
What did I tell
you? Tibbs ain't going to get fired. He just took the Knicks to the best place they ever been. They got fired the next day. I told you he was going to get fired. You told me that they overachieved.
They did overachieve.
No, they did not. An overachieved team got fired their coach.
Wait. Why are you going back to the Knicks? What did I got to do anything?
No, I'm just trying to tell you.
I'm just saying. Why are we bringing up the Knicks?
I'm telling you stuff ahead of time, way ahead of time. So if you listen to the program,
every single week you tell me the Lions lose, the Chiefs are going to lose, Aaron Rodgers ain't going to do this.
I told you the Lions were going to lose.
What we doing?
I told you.
But you told me this week they're going to lose too.
That's right.
Did they lose?
I got that one wrong. This week coming up.
You know what? That's all I needed.
Who did play Baltimore?
That's all I needed. You just said that. I got this one wrong. I'm better now. You just said that. I'm happy. I'm okay.
I'm just trying to tell you what I got to tell you.
All right, Rob. So they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts. And while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.